Welcome to the 9 to 5 Kickers podcast, the show that ignites your entrepreneurial spirit by empowering like-minded, inspiring entrepreneurs to break free from the chains of the 9 to 5 grind. This power-packed show will bring you the latest tips, tricks, and tactical strategies to accelerate your transition from the traditional 9 to 5 job to a life of boundless possibilities. Join me, your host, Mr. Anthony Porter, when I sit down with a diverse array of aspiring entrepreneurs who have dared to dream big and set their sights on their financial freedom. So whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur, hungry for a fresh start, or a budding trailblazer ready to take that leap, the 9 to 5 Kickers podcast is for you. So get ready to kick that 9 to 5 financial freedom and join me each week on the exhilarating ride. Welcome to the 9 to 5 Kickers podcast, where dreams become reality and the 9 to 5 grind is left in the dust. You ready? Let's make this happen. Okay. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the 9 to 5 Kickers podcast, the podcast that empowers and inspires ambitious professionals to break free from the traditional 9 to 5 grind and create a lifestyle of freedom and fulfillment. So we want you to join us each and every week, like today. Join us as we explore the world of entrepreneurship, side hustles, and unconventional career paths. Now, I am your host, Mr. Anthony Porter. Today's episode, we're going to discuss the sales funnel. I'm going to try to keep it as smooth as possible. We're not going to hold you. We want to make sure that we get all the information out to you. Because, see, our mission is to provide you with the practical strategies, expert advice, and actionable insights to help you navigate your journey of transitioning from your traditional job to pursuing your dreams. Now, we're going to discuss those topics: finding your purpose, building your online presence, mastering a whole lot of things. But today it starts with a sales funnel. Sales funnel mastery is what this episode is about. And be it the fact that it's sales funnel mastery, we are going to try to get you the highest growth possible. So grab your pen, grab your piece of paper, and let's get cracking. All right. Like I said, we're not going to hold you too long. So, today's episode is, of course, it's always brought to you by Wicked 8 Candles. A scent for all occasions. Log on to wickedcandles.com and find that scent that you could illuminate your house with, freshen your linen with, and make your car smell like it's new every single time you clean it out. All right? That's what we about over here at the 9 to 5 Kickers, because we use Wicked 8 Candles. But without no further ado, let's talk about the sales funnel. Let's talk about everything about a sales funnel and what a sales funnel is. So, a sales funnel is a process. All right? It's a process to where if you have a business or you don't have a business, you walk a path. You walk a path from beginning to end to get eyes on a product or a service. It's an experience for your customer. It's an experience for anyone, a client, you name it. It's that experience. So you could possibly 10x from 2 to 3 to 4x, all the way up to 10x your revenue in a matter of days or weeks, if you do it right. So one of our main drivers, or one of the main reasons, let me say that, one of the main reasons for me to do this and come up with this strategy is because I got tired of seeing people's websites that was all over the place. I'm guilty of it. Because when I first started, my website was everywhere. I was trying to do too much, trying to sell one specific product. So by me trying to do too much, my revenue was too low. So what I did was I stumbled across Russell Brunson, the godfather of sales funnels, because sales funnels is a marketing tool. But what he did was he revolutionized ClickFunnels, which is a software for sales funnel tools. Now, me personally, I use ClickFunnels. And ClickFunnels has generated revenue that could surpass a lot of people. The only problem with me is I didn't realize that. And I would take breaks. And by taking breaks, I was losing momentum. And the momentum is what people drag. See, another one of my mentors, Fallon Canine, he just was talking about this. See, because I use sales funnels predominantly for everything, especially affiliate marketing, pushing my ebooks. I use sales funnels for everything. Now, I have a Shopify website, but when I'm trying to push a main product, it's a sales funnel. So as we dig deep into some of the specific tactics on how we get people worldwide to tap in with us, to tap in with you on your sales funnel, this framework is basically what you need that pen and pad for. First one is going to be a doozy. So you have to understand, this might help you figure out your purpose, your who, your what, your when, your where, and your why, all within the sales funnel. Now, remember, we discussed a lot of this, from the business intelligence, customer intelligence, competitive intelligence, brand marketing, or should I say brand building. Every one of the episodes leads in to each episode. That's why I'm following a specific pattern when it comes to what we're talking about today. All right, that's why I'm following. So let's jump into it. Now, when you talk about a sales funnel, you're talking about imagine the funnel that you put oil in your car. You see how it opens up at the top, and then it gets narrow going down the portion where the oil pours into your vehicle. That's what a sales funnel is. So the opening at the top is where you get traffic. And where does traffic come from? Traffic comes from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google, and YouTube. Now, it's ironic because there's 5 platforms, but of the 5, 2 are owned by the same company and another 2 is owned by the same company. And then there's Elon. And pretty soon it'll be a third one, because now we have 3 that have come into play. All right, so the traffic out of people. The people are your dream customers. So what you want to do is you want to drive your people to an offer. Now, that offer could be something for free, like in the beginning for product owners, it could be a coupon. For people like me who deal with affiliate marketing, it could be something for free. A checklist, a mind map, a roadmap, an ebook. See, there's ways to do this. All right. Product owners, 20% off. Oh, let me click on it. Let me get that 20% off. Sometimes it could be a specific product. Another time it could be that you're doing this for the entire order. Depending on how you do it, will depend on how your customers take it. All right. So traffic is the people. So this is the first step. Got to get the traffic. You use these platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google, YouTube. Use these platforms to get people to see your product, right? But you just don't want to get them to see your product. You want them to become a lead. And so what is a lead? A lead is to where you control the list, because see, there's 3 types of traffic. There's cold traffic, warm traffic, and hot traffic. Now, cold traffic is people who just don't know who you are. Warm traffic is people who have seen your ads or seen you post on Facebook or Twitter, and they're interested, but they just haven't bought from you. And then hot traffic is the ones who are custom clients. They done bought, they done purchased, they done dug in the pocket. They was interested. They found something that they found the solution to a problem that they have. And when they found that solution, they said, "Oh, if he can solve my problem, if I take action," keyword is if you take action. If I take action, then guess what? Then we're good. We're smooth. We can do this. So that's what the 3 pillars of traffic are. So now that we know that, we know that the traffic that you're driving to these platforms is either going to be hot, cold, or warm. And then you want to turn them into leads. Now imagine you can drive 100,000 people, but you might only get 50,000 to become a lead. And don't worry, because that's normal. At the time, they might not be interested. But what you want to do is you want to get them on an email list. And once they get on an email list, then that traffic becomes traffic that you own, or you're paying for it. Because see, once you get them on an email list, then you can shoot and blast out a broadcast every time you're having a sale, every time you coming up with a new course, every time you're coming up with a new product. Blast it out. Because if they purchased from you before, 9 times out of 10, they purchase from you again. But you constantly want to keep people coming in. That's how you get to those figures that you want to be financially free with. That's how you get to those figures that you want to be fulfilled and not have to worry about getting up, punching the clock, somebody talking crazy to you. So see how this goes is the lead capture becomes the sales process. Now you're walking them through the funnel. You're walking them through everything that they could possibly get. These are prospects. So you have lead capture over here, and you have leads. So you're using the lead capture to generate the leads. You're using the sales process to generate prospects. Now, once they place their order and they upsell, they are customers. And then when you send them even higher up the food chain, when you send them up the food chain, they become clients. Now, remember, we talked about the visualization of a funnel going into your car, how it's open and it gets narrow going down. Because see, when you start out with 100,000 and you wind up with 50,000, and then in the sales process, you might have 5,000. And then only maybe 500 will purchase from you. And then maybe 50 will ascend even further in your funnel. But see, as you start, because the lead capture is free, the sales process is minimal, it's low ticket. Then you hit them with the order up bump, the bump, the upsell. And then once you hit them with that, you hit them with the high ticket stuff. So let's say you want to offer a coupon, buy one, get one free. So they go through the sales process and they buy a nice little shirt, but they're getting a hat for free. Now, because it's becoming fall, you might have where they can buy 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 hoodies. Now, imagine the shirt might be $15.99. The hat's free, but the hoodie might cost $49.99. So, depending on how well your sales funnel is structured, you're upselling them from the T-shirt, which they have already purchased because they've entered their card number and all of that. Now you're upselling them with the hoodie, and the hoodie might be $49.99. Now, if they're crafty enough and they want to buy his and hers, or they want to get their kids, that now you might sell one, you might sell two, you might sell three. But as you pay attention, as the funnel is open at the top, everything is dirt cheap. As it starts to get narrow, the price goes up. Then when you get down to where they become clients, so you can email them and let them know, oh, by the way, we have this exclusive pair of Jordans jogging suit to go along with that T-shirt and that hoodie that you bought with some matching socks. See, now you've put together a whole offer, a whole package. And when you put together that whole package, that price goes up. So that hoodie, that T-shirt's $15, that hoodie's $49. All right. But when you put together the ascending product that could possibly make you some money, because see, once they buy, they like the quality, people will come back. So now you want them to get that tracksuit, or you want them to get them Jordans that you offer them, because see, here what you've done was, is, let's say you've partnered with, you've met the lady who's behind Jordan brand now, Michael Jordan's daughter, and you've partnered with her, like they do all of the other partnerships with, like, you pay attention, you see Adidas and Gucci, or you see Off-White and Jordan. So now you partner with them and you get your own specific XYZ brand Jordan go along with your outfit. That might be $500. Somebody will get it, but not everybody's going to get it. Remember, we started with 100,000. Now we're down to 50 clients. People have purchased. 50 might be the only one. So every time somebody purchases something and they go through the process, guess what happens? Your money goes. All right. So we're going to come back. Like I said, we're not going to hold you long on this particular episode. We're going to come back because we want to talk about something that is near and dear within the sales funnel, so you can really understand it. And we'll break it down in a different format. Again, come on back, grab you something to drink, make sure you keep your pen and pad, and we're going to get to it, all right?
Imagine filling your space with the irresistible aroma of our candles. As the stress of the day melts away and you embrace a moment of pure indulgence with a burn time that surpasses ordinary candles, Wicked Artistry ensures that your enjoyment is long-lasting, allowing you to savor the captivating scents well into the night. Wicked Artistry Candle Co. is more than just candles. It's an invitation to immerse yourself into the world of luxury fragrances and artistic expressions. Join us at wickedacandles.com to discover an extensive collection of vessels and redefine your elegance of scents that ignite your imagination. Evaluate your candle experience today with Wicked Artistry Candle Co. Because when it comes time to creating a moment of pure bliss, there's nothing quite like the perfect blend of luxury, craftsmanship, and fragrance.
All right, we are back. We are back. So a lot of y'all can't see it. So that's why we asked you to get a pen and piece of paper. Piece of paper. Oh, yeah. Here's the reason why. Because we are going to give you a visual. I'm going to walk you through a visual. Okay? I'm going to walk you through a visual so you can understand a sales funnel. All right. So this is arguably the clearest illustration to break down a funnel that I could possibly come up with. This will show you the tools you can use to move people further down the funnel of each stage. All right. So again, remember, we talked about the last segment. Look at the funnel. You're looking at the funnel as it's open at the top. The cone is open at the top, right? Then it gets smaller at the bottom. Okay. So let's talk about it. The first part at the top is the lead generation. Now, write lead generation, hit an equal sign, hit a slash, I don't care, the dash, and then off to the side, write awareness. Basically what that means is you're getting eyes put on your funnel. So we're making them aware. All right. So how do you make people aware? Under awareness or next to awareness, put it in parentheses and write primary tools. Now, when you write primary tools, make sure that you put content marketing. Make sure that you put social media. Make sure that you put paid advertisement. Make sure that you put SEO/SEM. And then make sure you put public relations. These tools are the awareness portion. So this is where the eyes get on your product. This is where you draw awareness to what you got going on. So the next step 2, it's really a 4-step process. So step 2 is entry. Step 2 is prospect. Same thing. Slash, parentheses, it doesn't make a difference. Write interest. And then here are the primary tools for that. See, the primary tools for the interest are lead pages, ebooks, newsletters, free tools, case studies, and retarget. Again, primary tools are lead pages, ebooks, newsletters, free tools, case studies, and retarget. So you can have lead pages where you're giving away a done-for-you product. You got an ebook, a newsletter. And you're drawing interest by giving away something for free or something very, 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 very minimum cost. Like I learned from the guys over at Sam Card, you sell an ebook for $7, you run up through the process, you can become a millionaire. Matter of fact, the Runway Millionaire, he talks about that in the course that I took. But my mentor, Russell Brunson, has talked about that time after time after time. And then you give them an opportunity. So this is number 3, the opportunity, which in turn becomes the decision. So the primary tools in there is a sales page, free consultation, trust signs, promotions, free trials, demos, email marketing. See, what you're doing is you're collecting the email from the interest, but you're running them through the sales page so they can see the product itself up close and personal. And by them seeing the product itself up close and personal, now it's time for them to take number 4, which is the client. Once they become the client, that's where the action takes place. The action takes place through these primary tools because you have a payment system, your shopping cart, your reviews, and your referrals. Your payment system, of course, where you collect the credit card payments. Your shopping cart is where the product is sitting at. The reviews or the referrals are people who give you either a good review or a bad review. And if your product is top notch, you're always going to get a good review. If your service is top notch, you're always going to get a good review. But if your service is terrible and your product is terrible, you best believe you won't get no referrals, but you're going to get a bad review. So remember, the work that you see above, or the work that I've talked about, let me say that, the work that I talked about, these tools of each stage of a funnel work perfectly. You just have to execute. Remember, execution is a marketing tactic. Once you have the content from the social media, content marketing, paid ads, sales pages, referrals, all of these tactics make interest. So you offering something for someone that is interested. So you might have an ebook on how to cook food like Red Lobster. But your main thing in getting these clients is to have a course on how to cook food. So you could have a checklist on the ingredients that you need, and that's the giveaway. Then you have the ebook. But the most profitable portion of the ebook itself is if you got a course to show you how to do everything in the ebook. See, a person can read the ebook and then turn around and be like, wait a minute, hold on. They say pinch half a cup. But if you have a course to teach you step by step, walk you through the process, you follow it, and you implement the action, and guess what? Now you've gotten to the point where, oh, wait a minute now, I'm the chef. But then they might offer you just that one particular thing that you never thought you could possibly have. Because see, once you buy the course, so the ebook could be like $7. And they might have an audio version that'll run you about $19 or $20. But then they have a course for like $199, which is a reasonable price. But the ultimate action to close out a client, to get them in the high ticket. So let's just say you got a course for $199. All right. But the person doing this has struck a deal where he can allow the first 10. We'll say that the first 10 to purchase his course, in-person training, because this is where the high ticket come in. For approximately $2,000 or $3,000, you could have an in-person training with Guy for a reason. Like, folks don't jump on that. Oh, I can go in here and act like I'm a chef, and I got Guy for a reason, the person who travels all over the world in here. Or I can't think of the name of the guy from Hell's Kitchen. He be turning people up. But you have to think about it, man. So that's the process of a sales funnel. And what we call that the value ladder. So the value ladder, all right, is an ascending process because you give it value, you get the price, and it just keeps going up, up, and up. So I spoon fed you that. When we come back, we're going to break down the value ladder and how it truly works. Now come on back.
Imagine filling your space with the irresistible aroma of our candles. As the stress of the day melts away and you embrace a moment of pure indulgence with a burn time that surpasses ordinary candles, Wicked Artistry ensures that your enjoyment is long-lasting, allowing you to savor the captivating scents well into the night. Wicked Artistry Candle Co. is more than just candles. It's an invitation to immerse yourself into the world of luxury fragrances and artistic expressions. Join us at wickedacandles.com to discover an extensive collection of vessels and redefine your elegance of scents that ignite your imagination. Evaluate your candle experience today with Wicked Artistry Candle Co. Because when it comes time to creating a moment of pure bliss, there's nothing quite like the perfect blend of luxury, craftsmanship, and fragrance.
Yo. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? I told you we're not going to hold you too long today. We are not going to hold you too long. We are going to get into this value ladder real quick, and we'll talk about a few components, and then we will be out of here because I'm telling you right now, if we would spend 5 hours on sales funnels. Love talking about it. Like sales funnels is one of the most important parts. Breaking down the sales funnel is more. And I know I'm about to sound real crazy, but it's more fun than anything. Yeah, I geek out sometimes. All right. So let's talk value ladder so you can understand the value. The value ladder, again, like I said before we broke, the value ladder is an ascending process for a sales funnel. You have value and then you have the price. You start at the low bottom, which is the bait. That's something free. The eyes, it's the awareness. Notice we're going from the last segment to this segment. So you have the awareness. All right. Remember, you have the awareness, you have the prospect, you have opportunity, and you have the client. You have lead generation, prospect, opportunity, client, which is the awareness, the interest, the decision, and the action. So you have to understand. Well, let me say this. Because even to get to the value ladder, you need to have acquisition, it's getting visitors. Again, that's the traffic. Activation is where they become lead generation. They become the leads. Retaining them is after they purchase. And then the revenue is when they get to like high ticket referrals. Because you can generate a significant amount of revenue through the beginning. You can definitely do that. You can definitely do that. But the back end is where it's at. So, again, the value ladder. Sales funnel process will allow you to use the sales funnel process allows you to capture a customer or a professional's email address and build a relationship throughout the whole sales process, the whole channel, the whole everything. So basically, you're giving them something for free, which is bait. Checklist. Hey, you get one piece of software. I do it all the time. Free trials. But once you do that, then you get into the front end. So that's your low ticket. That's anywhere from $7 to possibly $99. Then your middle end is where you start to up in value. So anywhere from $100 up to $500. And then the back end, 500 to a couple thousand. And your high tickets where you start getting into the 6 and 7 figure products. All right. That's where you get your coaching, your master classes, your courses. So if you've never been through a Russell Brunson funnel, it's amazing. True, it's amazing. So the value ladder and the sales funnel work closely. Like they work hand in hand, like marriage. And they break down the sales and the customer acquisition. They break down the sales and the customer experience so everything can work hand in hand. Now, think about this. When you are breaking down, everybody likes something for free. I'm guilty. I would jump in a funnel in a heartbeat. I just hate all the email. I have one specific email account where I send everything to that one specific account. Because I want to know what the funnel is. I want to know what the back end is. I want to know what everything is. That's just me. I want to know. So the bait is the bait is how I get lead generations. The front end is my reasonable price, ebook, whatever. The middle is, yeah, I might see, because like here's where the front end is at. Because the front end can have two parts too. Because if I sell you an ebook, you might not want to read the ebook, so I might want to do an audio. That's where somebody's reading the information to you. I might charge you $19 for that. Then the middle end can be course. And that's the video breakdown. So that can run you anywhere from $100 to $999. And then after that, you get to the back end because you might have coaching and consulting. And then after the back end, you had the high ticket because then you got like $30,000 master classes, where you go and sit in a room full of like-minded people and you network and you bouncing ideas off. And when you come out, if you implement some of the ideas that these folk have and they take, now you build a chain, because see, that's how the world operates. It's not always what you know, but who you know. You might have something that Jimmy over here need, but Jimmy got something that you need. And at the same time, y'all both need something that Tasha need. And then all of y'all need what Billy needs. And then Billy has the final tool. But the only way you're going to get the final tool is you got to go through Karen, because Karen has the whole software package for it. But y'all built a relationship to where Karen might let you get that software package for little or nothing. Billy's tool helps you run the software package, etc., etc., etc. Okay? So you have to understand some of the components of a sales funnel is very simple. Of course, we already talked about it. The main components are lead bag, trip walk, core offer, upsell, and profit maximization. So when you talk lead magnets, you're giving away something that is of value. Okay? You might have in your specific niche. Let's take for instance, you're in the journalism niche. And you might have interviews with Oprah Winfrey. You might have interviews with Robin Robbins. You might have interviews with Norah O'Donnell. You might have interviews with Michael Strahan. You might have interviews with Katie Couric. Some people don't like you. You might have interviews with Don Lemon. You reach out to those people. You let them know that you want to use these interviews in a package, and you could, on the back end, slide them a little extra something. And you can give these interviews away for free, or you can put these in a package. Most likely giving them away for free. You're giving away a lead magnet, which is a cheat sheet, a roadmap. Some people give away ebooks because they want to get straight to the meat and potatoes. Okay? Some people give away an ebook. But then you want to be able to have, if you give away an ebook, you want to be able to sell something. So like, if you don't give away an ebook and you want to sell your ebook, now this is where your trip walk comes, because now you have the ebook you can sell for anywhere from $7 to $19. And this is where the courses will come in at, because now you got these courses that the ebook will go into the audio version, which leads into the course, which then leads into the core product, because this is the main offer. So this is where you want to have your masterminds. This is where you want to have your conferences. This is where you want to have your master classes. All right. So you've already taught your course. Now you want to get these like-minded people. And this is where anything from 10,000 on up. People pay. Because you want to get like-minded people in a room. All right. So shout out to Nehemiah Davis. Shout out to David Sands. Because David Sands is one of the main reasons why I'm doing a podcast. So Nehemiah Davis is one of the main reasons why I'm influenced, because it's good to see a brother doing something that's positive. Davis doing something positive. Earn Your Leisure's doing something positive. Shout out to Gillian Wallow, because these cats is taking the podcast game and just turned it, and everybody's loving $1 million worth of game. Can't forget about the Drink Champs, and I definitely can't forget about watching my guy Mad Pop. I was not a battle rapper guy, but what I was is I was interested because I knew who he was, and I started watching his podcast. And he does these interviews that are just remarkable. And so when you think about it, you're like, well, how does this play into the sales funnel? Well, for one, he might have somebody that has a product that they're talking about. The sales funnel starts with that, because guess what? You use their traffic. Every one of these platforms I talked about, you use their traffic. And when you use their traffic, guess what happens? You got it. There you got lead generations. And these lead generations become leads. These prospects become interests. Okay? I told you, this is the tip of the iceberg. We can't be on here for 5 hours. Not tonight, we can't. But I wanted you to understand, when you're dealing with a sales funnel, this is the bare minimum of sales funnel. Right? Bare minimum. The bare minimum. So in closing, you have to understand this. A sales funnel, like we said, it's a process to walk your customers through an experience. It's a process to walk a client through an experience. You're giving them something of value, which will lead them to becoming a client. Because once you give them the bait, you give them the front end, the middle end, the back end, and the high. All right. Now, of course, we could dig deep into this. We could. Oh, we could go deep. And this might be something later for a masterclass. But right now, we're giving you sales funnel master growth to high ticket. Now, of course, if you enjoyed this episode, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all streaming platforms: Apple Music, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Amazon Music. Share, download, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. Let's build a community of like-minded minority individuals, and let's get this thing cracking. All right. And just because I said that like-minded minority individuals does not mean that it's always about like-minded minority individuals. I'm trying to help my community better itself. But we have to dig in and reach out to the people that nobody else wants to reach out to. We have to dig in and reach out and give out the information that everybody wants to say, I'm going to charge you for. Yeah, sometimes you have to have a price on something, but sometimes you just have to be able to just give out this information. So with that being said, I'll tell you what I do. Subscribe to the channel. All right? Subscribe to the channel. Follow us, like, because the channel is YouTube. For YouTube, it's the 9 to 5 Kickers podcast. Or go over to 9 to 5 Kickers on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Catch the video. Like them. Comment. We're going to comment back. We're engaging. We're building a community. We always want to give value. All right? Definitely want to give value. But with that being said, man, we're going to get up out of here, man. It's been a pleasure to speak with y'all again. I hope you enjoy. I hope you gain some value out of this. And I'm going to see y'all when I see y'all, man. Peace.